Oh, drop it. 106 episode coming on, because you know that you really want to bring dawn. I don't know what the next word is going to be, but it's really instantly something I can feel. I don't know. Take it away, Swervin.
Yo, Swerve is a big dick perv. Ain't you heard? Yeah, Swerve. Swerve is a big dick perv. I'm into snatching, I'm into asking what the fuck the lady doing. Swerving, I've been smoking so much drugs with the bros that my memory bank is full of that dank, and I fucking think about choking every day just like I think about choking a hoe. Just kidding. Yo, fuck
there you go. Swervin' Irvin.
Swervin' Irvin.
Swervin' Irvin back in the podcast. Where the fuck are you guys? There it is. Yeah, dude. What's up, bro?
Good much, broski.
Chilling, dude. Oh, man. I did 3 podcasts already. You're the third one in one day.
That's 3 in one day, bro?
Yeah, you're the third one, bro.
Is that a record, bro?
I think I haven't done 3 in one day.
You haven't done 3? That's a new record, bro.
I tried to do it the other weekend, but it kind of failed. I only got 2 in. But
damn. How early did you do the first one?
At 1.
Okay.
1 o'clock. Then the other one was at 6. And then we got Swervin' Irvin in now.
The Daily Swerve.
The Swerve. So what's up, man? How you doing, dog?
I'm doing good, broski.
Back at it.
Back at it again.
Chilling,
man. Just just tripping out about some shit, man. I got a glimpse of that picture of Chloe when she just got like plastic surgery and shit.
It freaked you out a little bit?
And it fucking blew my fucking mind, because that shit is getting so much better. People are like improving. Doctors are getting better at like just doing the technology is just ridiculous now.
Is that troublesome for you?
It's like,
are you okay?
See, I got some theories about it.
All right, tell us what you feel about plastic surgery, going from changing really cosmetic differences. Like,
that's a big
dude,
cosmetic difference.
You change your face. You change
so much shit you can do now besides your face. Like, people can get fake 6-packs. Like I said, girls can reshape their bodies, get implants, give themselves curves that they never had, do shit to their body. It's kind of unnatural, but they do it so good. Like, it's getting better now to like, remember how fucking shitty a lot of things looked in the beginning, like even fake tits.
Yeah.
Like there's just a bunch of girls with big ass balloony titties.
It looks hard.
It looked hard. It looked stiff. Like, that's not what a titty's
weird,
supposed to
yeah.
look like. Yeah.
But now it's just like,
now they've improved like the formula for the silicone that goes in. Now it's like soft.
Even they get
real.
the scars. They get them like so good where they put them. It's just like you can't even notice it's like there anymore and stuff.
Yeah, the technology, man. Remember when I had my appendix taken out? Back then they'd been a big cut like right up my stomach. But since they have the technology, it was just 2 little holes, and they just like inflate my stomach up and then get the bad appendix that was in that shit.
Take it out?
Yeah, so it was just like 2 scars instead of just one big ass gash going up my like stomach. Because I've seen people like when I was younger, they had that shit done.
Yeah,
they just had big ass scars.
Yeah, sickle scar, appendix scars,
appendix and shit like that. But damn, dude, these doctors, man, these plastic surgeons are getting really good with their shit. And I'm thinking, like, give it maybe like 20, 30 years from now, if like that shit just keeps improving, it's gonna be so easy for it to be done.
Dude, I honestly feel they're gonna get good enough that they literally can change the genetic makeup of the male or the female to whatever you want.
You could just take some kind of serum or just take a series of shots and just like.
Well, it's not gonna be that. It's gonna be a lot of surgery starting off first.
Well, it's a lot of surgeries now, but if things really keep getting better with technology and that kind of shit, then it's going to really take off one day. And then if there's a lot of money being thrown into it nowadays, because, everybody secretly does want to, like, look the best that they can. Everybody wants, like, has a certain image of beauty that they want to attain to.
I don't know, man.
But not everybody's blessed with that shit naturally. Some people got to do extra things. There's, like, even think about just how girls put makeup on. Like, makeup is one of those things, right? Like, I'm sure back in the day when makeup was kind of first coming out and shit like that, only, like, really wealthy bitches had that shit. Like, people of high class or whatever just had a lot of money, when that shit was first coming out. Then eventually it might have gotten dumbed down. Because
you kind of see some people say, like, oh, we made lipstick through, like, rose petals or something. They kind of made a poor kind of cheap way of making it. Yeah. So I could totally see that where
like it wasn't that it like they didn't figure it out that well yet, but they knew a little bit enough to like do stuff. Like now girls can contour their fucking face and they can look like a completely different person just based off of that alone. Like a girl could have no makeup on and she look like a fucking 5 or a 6, and then she just throws on the makeup just the right way, bro. It does all her shadings and all the colors just right, and she's a 10 now. Now her face looks like a fucking 10. Like That shit's crazy. And eventually they're gonna do it with plastic surgery. Like, it's gonna get so good one day that the surgery's gonna be cheap. It's not gonna be as expensive as it probably is now. Like right now, to get like really good like plastic surgery to get some like decent tits or a nicer ass, or them even just do lipo and shit like that.
Yeah, nose jobs
and shit like that. Facial reconstructions, like all types of shit, bro. Like they already have that, but imagine in the future where it's just easy to them now. Like it's like,
even part of like a healthcare plan.
It's like, yeah, now you can like
that's how much
donate money. Like, yeah, imagine like a world where there's no ugly people, because everybody born eventually gets plastic surgery to put the standard of beauty they want to fit them in.
A world of no ugly people. Do you guys hear that? Would you guys live in a world of no ugly people? Obviously, me and Irvin get away with this. We obviously would be indicted in the world of handsome people.
Word.
But there's not a lot of people that would make the cut. No. And I'm letting you guys know right now, people will get weeded out.
Definitely.
They can't. And then after that, we're going to have to go by dick sizes. And then I don't know how Irvin's going to lead up to that.
See, that's the thing is, like, I feel like once if there was no ugly people, will there be something that has to replace that natural, like, competition or, like, how people just be, oh, bitch, I'm prettier than you are. Like, you know, like, is there going to be something in the future that's going to be, like, you know, natural bitches, or you're going to probably make fun of girls who had to get surgery? Like, I was born with this shit. I didn't have to do nothing to my body.
They kind of do that now, though.
Some girls do, but
they're like, oh, these are all natural. I'm just like...
I'm saying, but there's girls that are born, that have a natural, nice-ass body, nice ass, tits, face. They're just like a 10 natural. They're born a 10, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there's girls that have to do shit to themselves to make themselves in that kind of scale seem like they do. Because, I mean... You can either compare girls when somebody's fully dressed up, or you compare them to when they're at their worst looking. Like,
dude, don't you feel like that's only because we're keep letting ugly people breed? We need to stop letting ugly people breed with themselves.
That's kind of some like crazy idea shit, bro. That's like
they just keep making more of it when it just comes on another after another.
Damn, just clip every man. That's like. But people can be ugly and become attractive naturally.
Oh, yeah, with makeup.
No, not even without makeup. Like, some motherfuckers might just be chubby and their face doesn't look that good chubby. Then they get in shape and they're like, oh, look, their facial structure is showing more instead of a big old poofy face, so they look better.
Yeah, like, and you see it in a lot of people, too, when they lose a little bit of weight.
Oh, bro.
You're like, holy shit, that's not the same person.
Yeah, exactly. So that's like a whole different, another thing of, like, mindset, right? Imagine being a motherfucking ugly person, right? And one day you get surgery, now you're at 10.
Right.
But your mind state might still be the mentality of what you were with. Like, you might still be insecure, right? Even though you know now you're at 10, but you're not going to be able to adapt. Like, imagine a person who's born attractive, who already goes through life dealing with girls of that attraction will go through throughout their life. But you've been an ugly broad, so you never had that kind of attention on you. You never really had that many guys trying to throw their dicks at you or make advances. So all of a sudden you become a fucking 10 when you were 5, and now you got all these guys chasing you. And if you was insecure, you know, you might just end up fucking way too many guys, just because, like, if a guy who was fat was trying to get pussy but couldn't get it as much because of his weight, like, even if he had personality, you know.
He's a funny guy.
Like, you know, the funny fat guy who's got some smooth lines and shit like that. Even with that, you're only going to really be able to pull so many amount of women with that. But if you're, like, in shape, you know.
Okay, I'm just throwing it.
And you got fucking personality, bro. And you got a bunch of women throwing themselves at you. If you weren't born that way, or just, like, developed that as a youngin', you know?
Yeah.
And just went from, like, being older, from being, like, a 5 with the kind of attention you would get if you were a 5 to all of a sudden you're a 10, and now you're getting all these motherfuckers. Like, would you be able to handle all that attention? Would it make you lose your fucking mind? Would you be able to, like... Would you end up just getting really irresponsible about it and just, like, start fucking a bunch of people that you never able to fuck before?
The thing I freak out more about, though, is that stuff kind of gets manipulated or turned around now just by... are material goods. Like, literally, if I had a really, really nice car and I, like, just literally flaunt how much money I have, I really feel I can get almost any chick.
Almost, yeah. With money,
I'm sorry.
With money, no, it's just how it is. You're right.
I know. I'm sorry, but I'm just saying that's a lot of things happen.
Well, then it's like a girl too. Think about it this way. We talked about this a long time ago.
I'm sorry, Jesus.
If you were a fucking CEO of a company and you fucking see a fucking bad bitch that works at a McDonald's, you don't care if she works at a McDonald's. She is like a 10 because that's what kind of we value first, men. And it's the truth. That's just how we work. Women, that's why they like what we have to say. Of course, the materialistic thing just shows like that you have the capability of taking care of your own shit and possibly taking care of that. So that kind of attracts them, right? Because no girl wants to be their fucking boyfriend or husband's fucking mom in some sense. You know, no girl's like doing that shit. So when you have your own money and you have a nice car, it shows that, oh, this motherfucker works for his shit. This dude has money. This dude's in control of his life. I like that.
That's more. See, that's showing more. We don't have to work as hard to be the physical.
You don't.
Not like it used to be.
Don't.
Maybe back in the day, we did have to show that we're the big physical man to get the woman. Yeah. But now, the big physical man is just anybody that can provide.
Anybody can provide, yeah, exactly. But even with all that shit, there still is that, like, that thing that we have that makes us still attractive to people. That, like, you know, like, yeah, you might be a rich motherfucker, right? Say you a rich, ugly motherfucker and you're getting bad bitches. In reality, those bad bitches really don't want to fuck with you like that. They just want what you have. And they want you to be able to provide. And they'll sacrifice a little bit of themselves or a lot of themselves to get that. But in reality, like, if you were just a regular person, you know, worked a 9 to 5 and just had, you know, minimal things, like, would some of these bitches really be fucking with you, you know? That's why there's, like, that thing where it's kind of humbling when you're really just a regular person, because if you're just in shape, right, and you just 9 to 5, you could be attractive working 9 to 5 and still pick up a pretty cute girl, and she might generally just like you because of your appearance or your personality. You might not have a lot of money, but you have enough to keep yourself well maintained, you know?
Yeah.
Shows that you're not just careless and just, you know, irresponsible with your money. That even if you don't own a big ass house or have a fancy brand new car, you still have a crib, you still have a car, you still make money, you still have a savings account, you still have things that show you that you can take care of yourself, and she don't gotta fucking play mom to you.
That's somebody that just has to work a little bit harder, I guess.
Yeah, but like if you naturally like in shape and like you can attract girls like that, because if you like an ugly motherfucker and you're not rich, bro, you better have that golden ass personality, bro. Like, you better be able to, like, imagine an ugly motherfucker that is irresponsible with his money, is always broke, always behind on his rent or some of his bills, owns a shitty hoopty or no fucking car at all, and then it's just like, ain't no bitch gonna really want to fuck with that dude.
Yeah.
Unless it's like some bummy ass bitch that's on the same level of bumminess that he is on, or lower, or whatever, you know.
But then again, you know, it's so crazy though. You see those like weird analogies, those stories where it's just like, dang, how did that guy pull her? And it's just like, oh, that's so weird.
I'm saying, man, like, as a man, all you need is...
This is the world we live in, people.
As a man, one thing that'll help you out is just you having your own shit together. You having your own money.
Just
you don't got to worry about... Yeah, she don't got to worry about you. But, like, man, we like the attractiveness. That's why these girls be getting plastic surgery, you know.
Back to the sex.
Like, we're back to what we were talking about. This plastic surgery, man. These girls get these surgeries because they want to be a certain standard of beauty. Maybe they seen bitches like on Instagram, or they just
they see you can kind of see it. That's how fucked up it is. If you go to Instagram and you see two women post a picture with the same bikini, one has more of a voluptuous figure than the other one. One gets more likes than the other one. Then you see what you try to strive for. You're just like, oh, well, obviously I want to be like the big, thick girl because she's getting a lot of likes. She's getting a lot of views. Yeah. Everyone's looking at her, but no one's looking at the other chick.
Well, to me, the likes for me, if I just see a bad bitch and I don't give a fuck if she has 0 likes or 1,000 or like a million likes, like you see a girl, guys, for us, we just, oh shit, this girl's sexy right away. I'm not really looking at how many likes does she have.
No, but the other aspect of maybe the two that are posting to keep that standard of beauty for women.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if a woman sees somebody else post and they're like, wow, you get so many likes because of the way that you look and dress.
Yes,
then maybe I should start doing that. But then she does it, but it's not the same reaction and stuff. That stuff happens a lot too.
Yeah, it does. I mean, there's just levels to it, man. Some OnlyFans girls are having to like throw a free link to their shit now, bro, on their Instagram.
And other ones are just
others are making millions, bro, like millions. I was like, damn, see? Like, it's like artists, bro. There's probably like 100 of artists on SoundCloud and other places that try to put their music out there, but it's only the ones that really putting in some like skill or having something that just sets them apart. They're taking their shit serious, or they just know how to fuck with their music. It's like these OnlyFans girls, they just know. I don't know if it's like maybe they knew somebody that put them out there, you know, they knew a couple of famous people, or maybe paid a couple of famous people to, like, you know, give them a shout out. Like, yo, check out this homegirl on blah, 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 this bad bitch. Or she worked her way. Maybe these girls just really went out there, went to the strip club, made their portfolios or their profiles, took pictures of themselves at the strip clubs and started building like that way. Then eventually got like a lot, and then just kept really taking their shit to it. But that's a whole different thing with the girl, right? Because, like like certain females can go further than other females, right? Because there's other girls that are pretty bad as fuck. There's bitches that you definitely want to see them. Like, oh, I definitely wouldn't mind seeing them and shit. And there's girls you're like, nah.
Yeah, like I would.
Man, if it was free, I might check it out. If I didn't have to put my credit card in. Some bitches you be contemplating, something like, man, she's bad as fuck. I wouldn't mind checking out her shit, but then you don't want to.
Yeah, because then you're just like, that sucks because I have to pay to check that out.
But then it's just like,
aren't you good enough to like swerve your way in and not do that?
I was hearing some shit today. They were talking about that these guys that actually go on these OnlyFans accounts and what some of these girls end up doing, because there's so many women doing it now. And it goes from them being on OnlyFans, right, and having one motherfucker they really just be tipping them, or a couple motherfuckers they'll just tip them money and shit like that, and then they'll send them messages to her on the DM, and they'll actually answer their DMs in OnlyFans compared to Instagram. Like if you shoot your shot with the same girl in her Instagram, she's never gonna read it, or she might leave you on red, or she'll just never acknowledge it. But if you hit her up on her OnlyFans after you've been tipping her a bunch and like throwing money down, she'll answer that shit because you're giving her money for like the things. And sometimes girls will escalate that, and sometimes these guys will be like, yo, can I meet up with you in person? And then they might prostitute, they might sell themselves like some sex to get even more money, because like some of these girls are like, why not? They're gonna lower themselves, and that's what they're gonna do, and that's what some of these girls are doing. So that shit's crazy as fuck. I can't remember what the fucking point was I was trying to make about that.
It's another form. Who knows? It might take out the porn industry. Well, see, that's the other thing. I don't think so. Okay, not take it out, but obviously it's something that people. It's so weird how people started to jump on this trend now, on the OnlyFans,
yeah.
OnlyFans or whatever. There's if you know a little bit of the history, it started before that with like a subscriber based things like Patreon. You know what Patreon is? Yeah, you had different levels of it too. It was like, what the fuck? Like $250 levels, so you can get like all kinds of like nudes and stuff. So
them OnlyFans will fucking finesse you, bro.
But that's so crazy. What OnlyFans turned into is that you see women like actually having sex or like sucking penises.
It's like an Instagram of porno. Like, it's cool. I think it's kind of cool because it means you don't. It's like YouTube, right? When YouTube came out, now everybody can make a film and record some shit and throw it on YouTube, and then have it possibly be viewed by millions, maybe even billions of people, or have billions of views. Like, you have the ability now to throw your shit out there. And at first it was YouTube and porno. Like, you could throw your own personal pictures on it, like send it to like a, I don't know, like a porn website, or maybe make your own website, whatever, like that. But like now they have like the YouTube, I guess, of porno. It's like you can make your own porno. OnlyFans, you can make it really legit. You can get paid for it. Like, have subscriptions, have like just stupid shit, you know? People will pay for it. Like, you could have a motherfucker subscribe, and then they have to pay to subscribe just to even see what you have. And then that's a whole nother level of having to purchase shit. Like, first you pay for a subscription, and then when you get in there, you don't actually get to see everything that they do. There's levels to it that are locked. You're like, oh, you want this video? It's $100. And I'm like, oh, that's how it works? Damn. That shit's not really going to fly with a lot of motherfuckers, because, like, I was, like, concluded, oh, you only have to pay the subscription, and then you get all this shit. But, like, nope. It's just to be able to see what you can get.
Yeah.
There's, like, going to their OnlyFans and just seeing everything blocked, and then there's paying the subscription, and then having, like, the ability to view a couple of pictures, you know?
That's what's so funny to think about, too, because most of them have different subscription amounts.
Yeah.
Like, you can subscribe to mine for $30, or you can subscribe to mine for $15.
Exactly.
And then they're just like, even though you subscribe to it, they still have content levels inside of that as well.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to pay for that shit. That's why some of these girls are making millions off of that shit, because some bitches you want to see more than others. Like, you're like, oh, I want to see this girl more than that girl. So, like, some people spend a grip of money. There's motherfuckers, like I said, motherfuckers will spend hundreds, thousands of dollars on these females, bro. It's like a strip club when you see, like, that dude that's just dropping way too much money on the stripper, and you're like, damn, this dude's blowing like almost a whole paycheck. It looks like he's just fucking
let me just throw a bunch of money
bro.
That's just how it is, though.
So it is. That's why I wouldn't hate, like, if I met a girl and she had OnlyFans, I'm like, fuck it, make that money if you can actually make that money.
Right, why don't we start an OnlyFans, bro? You get one going, I'll get one going. Be like, what's up? Subscribe so you can see what you want to see.
Helicopter dick.
All kinds of different tiers.
Play the bass with my dick.
See all kinds of different levels of what you want to see. I don't know, man. I still think it's okay.
For men, like, you know, some men are doing it, but of course the market is always going to be more beneficial to, like, women Like,
that's so weird. Only because we are so hungry for it.
yeah, because men are pretty fucking, yeah, we are pretty. That's why pretty bad about it. That's why attraction to us is like the first thing that'll get us to see a girl, right? I mean, see in movies, it's kind of true, like the cliche in movies where a guy sees a girl and then he falls in love, but he's really lusting, but he feels like, oh, that girl's so beautiful. I just want to make her mine.
Yeah.
Like, we go after that because of the attraction. Like, you know, we don't really be seeing an ugly bitch and be like, oh, damn, look at that ugly broad. I think I'm going to marry that girl.
That's all of our primitive instincts, right?
Yeah.
Trying to make what we can.
But nowadays, it's like we see an attractive girl, and that's a whole different, like, how do you think, like, cavemen picked the girls back in the day? How do you think Neanderthals, like, used to pick their women? Like,
from what I heard, that it was all based on the figure.
Was it the figure? Yeah.
As if they had a figure that looks like they can bear children, then those ones were the ones that got breeded with.
That's like
but that's probably true of any of them. Like, if I'm assuming how maybe Neanderthals or the first human species worked, I'm pretty sure we were horny as fuck. So we were probably having sex with multiple people, not just the most curved ones or the most voluptuous.
Yeah, I mean, that's because we're modern times. It's different. But we still look at that, though. I'll see a girl with a big old fat ass, and I'll be like, God damn. And then I'll see just a basic girl, little booty. I'm like, man. There's certain things that still, like, hit us. And that beauty is one of those things, but some guys are different. Some of them have different levels to it. Some are like, I need a bitch to be like this, like that. She has to be nice tits, nice ass, nice feet, nice this, and that. Some motherfuckers be really picky about the women.
That's weird. I don't know.
It's materialistic.
Yeah, because I don't have a lot of those weird fetishes either. I'm not like, oh, damn, you must have amazing hands, or like, you know, your feet look.
I mean, I just like a girl to look feminine. Like, I don't like a girl that got man hands. Like, that shit fucks me up.
You're not adventurous, bro.
A man hand, bro. Like,
adventurous, bro.
Bro, that's so weird, man. Hands on a girl. Like, there's certain things, I guess. Like, I don't know. Imagine a girl that had. Imagine if you dated a girl and she had hands like big as fuck, like my hands. What if you dated a girl? Like, you never seen that episode of Seinfeld where he dates that chick with the man hands?
Oh yeah, she's all breaking.
She's all breaking the lobster like nothing. She's all like, she's got big old fat sausagey fingers. Like, imagine a girl with big old fat meaty man hands. Like,
they're all beautiful.
They're all beautiful. Like, there's a chubby girl hand that still looks feminine, but then there's just like a hand that just like, I feel like when you was being made.
Dude, again, I've already been over this. I just can't date big women because of how skinny I am. Like, I'm a little twig. It feels weird, especially when I know like it's like one of those weird Maury Povich episodes.
Date a big bitch that just pushes you around.
That's not what I'm about, man.
I feel you. No, I feel you. I feel you, bro.
What's up, EU muckers? Thank you for joining. He was talking about it's that dangling between your legs. I think he's talking about our penis. That's why
our
we're
balls.
So attracted.
It's not so much our dick, really.
The penis.
It's the balls. Because if you took away the balls, we'd lose half of our sex drive, probably even more than that.
Oh yeah, that's probably true. Yeah,
it's our balls that really have that effect. Because, like, I mean, there's girls and they don't have balls, but they still get really horny too.
Because he says you got to empty your nuts.
That's what I'm saying. Post nut mentality, bro. It's like.
Everybody wants to get it over with, get something done.
Get it in, and then you just like
after it's done, you're just like, oh yeah, I can think straight again.
Like, no, you're kind of actually boring. She don't really like girls like you. You're just really nice. You're just really attractive. That's what it is. Like, you know how like guys will put up with something we don't like in a female, but because she's fucking fine as hell, we might be able to hit it. Just like women will fuck some guy they're definitely not attracted to just because he has a lot of money.
Yeah,
and he can provide. So it's just the weird reality of that shit. But to get back to the topic of the whole plastic surgery thing,
surgery.
I really feel like eventually there's gonna be so much change that's gonna just happen. Because even the kids are getting like makeup. Like, these little girls in high school or even middle school are now doing their shit like grown ass women are doing, and it's making them look grown, and it's fucked up. Because girls when they were 13 in high school kind of looked like, you know, 13 and 15. Maybe had some girls that developed quicker. They had some big ass titties. They looked a little bit more womanly.
Yeah.
But now you got all these girls dressing like grown women, wearing their makeup like a grown ass woman.
And everybody, it's just everywhere.
It's everywhere, bro. Like, eventually it's gonna be like that with everybody. Like, surgery's gonna be so good. There'll probably be people that don't do it, people that don't really naturally do it, maybe cultures and religions that won't allow it. But in a lot of like modern society, like we are in that type, in the future society like that.
See, but that
it'll be like you know, a sweet 16 when you turn a certain age, you get something right, like a quinceañera or or a birthday, or for 18 you get a car or something, like, you know.
Yeah.
Like some parents will be able to provide, like, oh son, you're turning 18 today. I think it's time that we invest in some plastic surgery to make you look like a real stud, you know,
Like a real man.
a real man. And then there just won't ever be ugly people in the future. There'll just be nothing but attractive people, except for those who are born with like natural fucked up like disabilities and disfigurements. But like everybody who's just born basic can become above that. Like,
yeah, just within a few.
and it's already changed. Like, just like I said, makeup and all that stuff has been one of those factors that, imagine if there was no makeup. Imagine if girls didn't have lipstick, all that shit. If it was just wiped out. Like if somebody just, Thanos just snapped all the makeup in the world, just, and the information and the memory of makeup just wiped out of their brains.
I don't know. That'd be crazy. We'd be thinking totally different.
Right? Like if you took away a lot of our like cosmetic shit, like even razor blades, you know how many hairy women there'd be? There'd be so many hairy women. Women with mustaches and beards. Because some girls, bro, if you look at a lot of girls,
they can grow that.
They can grow that shit, and it tripped me out. I'm like, damn, this bitch can grow a mustache.
Well, that's kind of weird because I mean, we all do have like certain traits of each other. So
yeah, but we changed so much about our physical appearance because just the modern times. You know, we went from being just hairy, everything, basic. They're like, if I didn't have any razor blades, I'd just be a big old unibrow, big ass bearded motherfucker, you know.
I wonder what it would look like.
If you didn't have the ability to shave, if you didn't razor blades, if you took all that away from everybody and everybody just grew out what they grew, there'd be a lot of hairy women, a lot of motherfucking armpit hair and just shit. We change so much and it becomes more attractive, and like I don't know how. It's just our brain switches through the time. We're born into this era, so to us it's normal.
Balding.
But imagine
hairless.
Hairless. Imagine if you had like a fucking, because I was thinking about this too. Say you married, right? You a female, you married, you got a husband, you know, you was attractive, but like the times have passed, you know, and you're a little older, so you get plastic surgery and completely change your physical appearance. You go home to your husband, and your husband's gonna react differently. There could be a lot of different things that might happen. Like say you're dating somebody, you go home, you just got plastic surgery, you went from like a 6 to a 10. Your husband might act different, and he might act different in a good way or a bad way. Like, you know, now, oh damn, you were 10, so now your husband's all over you. You know, your husband's like, oh yeah, like giving you more attention, doing more shit, being more romantic because you're that much more attractive, right? So then, or else it might make it worse. It might make him become jealous because now he knows that you're getting attention from a bunch of other men. It might make him act differently. He might even act a little bit more crazy. Yeah. More like controlling,
protective and stuff
and shit like that. You might be putting him in danger. There might be another motherfucker that thinks your girl is bad as fuck, but like you're the boyfriend, he's gonna secretly kill you or some bullshit like that. Or the girl might get depressed because like she'll realize, damn, when I was just my regular self, he didn't give me this attention. Now that I'm like this,
yeah, I never had to worry about this. Now it's all now he worships me.
Like what the fuck? She might take it the wrong way and get upset and not be cool. Like there's a lot of mental changes that would come from that nowadays. You know, like if that shit would have happened, you know. It'd be a big change to an environment. Like,
we'll see what EU muckers are saying too. Like they'll be able to like literally like remove the DNA of stuff as you were born. You know, you're gonna be born.
Yeah, it'll get like that. It probably
change shit right away. So you can cut. Like they even say you'll be able to pick the way your baby's gonna come out.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna get to that point.
No ugly babies.
There'll be no ugly babies ever. Eventually, there's gonna be no ugly people on the planet.
Dude, this is what this podcast is just gonna be called. No ugly babies.
It's gonna be wild, bro. But then that's like the only thing that makes us appreciate like a sexy girl nowadays is that there is ugly women out there. That there is girls that are like just like man. There's like why women appreciate a good looking man is because there's not that many out there. Or, you know, there's ugly men. They can like, oh man. Like it's a gamble.
Everyone's beautiful, Irvin.
Everyone's
beautiful.
Sense in reality, everybody is not beautiful. They had to believe they're beautiful in their own sense. That's real. You have to have your own confidence, but universally speaking,
in the real world, somebody gets born with two nostrils the wrong way,
and get a fucking bad bitch and have them both taking pictures in their bra and panties, and see which one's gonna get more likes and more attention. Naturally, it's gonna be the. So when everybody's just being born beautiful, they might not be that. I don't know. It's gonna be weird. Like you know, everybody's beautiful. Like everybody's just gonna be normal. Is there gonna be something that's gonna have to separate them? Naturally, like some people just want to feel like they have something better than somebody else. Like, my girlfriend's way better looking than your girlfriend. All you guys' girlfriends are fucking bummy looking bitches. My chick's bad as fuck. Like, is there gonna be some different like? My girl only had to get 2 surgeries. Your girl had to get like 5 surgeries to look way better, bro. Like, or I don't know. That's how it might be. But if it's If it gets to the point where you can just pick your genetics before birth, I don't know, man. It might just be a norm.
It'd be way easier.
It'd just be a norm. It'll be accepted, and it won't be that big of a deal anymore. It's only like a big deal to us because we live in this era where there is ugly people and there is natural beauty, and plastic surgery to attain certain levels of beauty now. With even like motherfuckers getting fake 6-packs, bro. What the fuck? Like,
oh yeah, that's kind of crazy to think about. Like, it's all natural, guys. You don't need that fake development, but
they'll do it, bro. It's going to become so common one day that, man, there's going to be no more ugly people, and it's going to be wild. I just wonder what it's going to be like in the beginning stages, like once it becomes a little bit more affordable. Like right now, I don't know, how much do you think plastic surgery costs to do something?
Dude, $3,000 for new tits right now. $3,000
just for tits, just to get some tits. And are they decent titties at $3,000, or are they like...
They're dope. Dope titties.
Like
basic package, you get... jiggle and everything.
What's like the cheapest set of fake titties you can get nowadays?
$1,500 Mexico.
Damn,
dog.
Yeah, Mexico. That's fucking shady. Big old balloon tits.
Yeah, they'll like air them up.
Expand in the fucking airplane. If you go on an airplane,
like, I think this is good enough. But I don't know, man. It's just
they can do penis transplants now too.
Don't need a bigger penis.
But bro,
already hung.
I'm just saying, like, they have penis transplants now. Imagine you lost your dick by accident. Not to get a bigger dick, but say
not to get a bigger dick. You got
your dick shot off by something happened.
Yeah, right. My fucking friends all like, let's go to the shooting range.
Bullet ricochets and it clips you right in the dick.
Right. Yep.
They got dick transplants. That's kind of cool.
Dallas Prince, what's up? Thank you for joining. He just says cheers.
Hell yeah, cheers.
Got like 6 people on chilling with us.
It's just such a crazy thing that it's like, whoa, it's getting really, really, it's getting better. Like, men can get shit done too. It's so crazy. But like, men is like, you want to be physically like not actually strong. You don't want to just look like you have a 6-pack. They're getting fake arms, fake like neck, like fake muscles put all over their body, fake pecs, fake 6-pack. But they're not really like strong as they seem. They're just like, it's just an appearance thing, man.
All right, like look at this girl. I remember when I first saw this woman. Oh my god, I was like, it's just amazing, dude.
Who's this bitch?
Her name is Cassandra Cass.
And she got big ass titties. And she got plastic surgery or what? Are those titties fake?
Look at that, dude.
Yeah, they look kind of fake.
Dude, ain't that the shit right there?
But it still look nice. Yeah, there's some fake titties. You can tell she got that balloon kind of. Titties don't look like that natural.
Dude.
Except them right here. They kind of. Nah, you can still tell they're fake. But she still looks good. Like, I'm not saying I wouldn't. Definitely would.
And you know what's crazy? This is an actual transgender.
Oh, that's a transgender.
From male to female.
Damn, I just admitted that shit.
Look at that, dude.
Couldn't tell. I fucking should have read the shit on the bottom.
Look at that shit, dude. That is beautiful, though. That she's, to be honest, dude, I would go gay right now, and I wouldn't even feel gay.
No, that's what I'm saying, because it looks, bro, I didn't even know until you mentioned it. I was convinced, like, look at them fake ass titties. Titties ain't supposed to look like that, but I still smashed. And I'm like, oh, she trans. That's a dude. Oh, bro, that's what I'm saying. It's fucked up.
Look at how real it is, though.
Bro,
that's how good it is.
All the time out there, like, maybe not right now because the club is closed down. But before that, bro, that used to happen to people all the time. You go to a club and bro, I think that happened to fucking me on Tinder. I almost met up with some, but something just looked off. I was like, yo, there's something funky about this girl. I just can't. And then I finally read the bio a little bit better because I should have probably done that first. And I was just like T-girl at the bottom. I was like, oh, that's what it is. Unmatched.
And that's so crazy to think about, though. See, that's how good.
Yeah, that's how good it's gotten. Like, it's getting better to the point where now men can look like they don't even got to get they fucking. Like, some men just have a natural, can work out and make themselves naturally look kind of. Some men have that feminine figure.
Yeah.
But, like, you still got to get the fake titties and do all that.
You're right, because there's still that hip placement, like those wide hips. If I see a bra with
some big ass titties at the club, I'm thinking that's a chick. You got some big ass knockers, even if they fit. You got some titties, though. And you got ass, and you got curves. Okay, my mind thinking. And then you get home, and I'm like, oh, shit.
But Cassandra, she's full.
She full got the fucking
everything
genitalia
off and everything.
Damn, bro.
See, so what do we say about that?
That's like, if I was ever to become
Sandra, you're hot. Bring it.
I think I'd get the fake titties, but I don't think I'd ever chop my dick off. I'd just be one of them T-girls with the dick. Big titties and a dick.
To this point...
And my balls still, too.
If she was into you, what do you think?
If I didn't know that. I don't know, man. It'd be kind of like... If I was at the club and I was faded...
No faded. She's a nice person.
If I knew that, it'd probably be like, I don't know, this is kind of like weird. Because then I would start looking at the male features. I'll be like, okay, I see your Adam's apple, bitch. I see the fucking man hands. I can notice now the man hands. Yeah, you got them painted, but I can still tell there's some man hands. So I would start looking at the physical features that would make him a man. It would kind of probably... I'd have to be like faded. And
I'd have to be faded.
Faded, right? I'd have to be faded or just like under the influence to the point where like I don't notice it because I'm not paying attention to it. I'm already convinced that they're a female because they look so much like one.
Yeah.
That I'm already like, yeah, I'm convinced. But then some of them have that voice. They can't hide it. They can't mask that. Some guys can like sound like a fucking female, like tone and everything. But some of them you can tell like, hey, it's me, Denise.
It's me, Denise.
I've been waiting for you all day. I hope you're ready to get in this pussy. Like, it just has like, some girls do have a deep voice, but some things you can just tell like your body. Once you notice that, I would have to be drunk and not know that was, because I think I was at a homie's party. It was a homegirl's party, and I didn't know that the female stripper was actually like a transgender stripper. I was getting a fucking lap dance, bro. Didn't know. And then after they're like, yeah, that's a dude. And I was like, damn, for real? She looked like a sexy girl. It's fucked up. I said, damn, because everybody wanted to fucking, like, the chicks wanted to take the fucking T-girl to the room and try to smash and shit like that.
Yeah.
Because they were about that shit. They thought that shit was sexy. But I didn't know until they told me. And I was like, damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah, like you got violated.
Like if they would have told me, like, yo, before I would have known that, they would have told me, yo, Swerve, come in this room. Try to clap that booty up. Like, I'm on my way. And
I'm there.
Oh, shit. There's a dick on that rod.
I don't know.
I guess I'm going in the butthole.
Yeah, see, that's you have to commit at that point, dude.
Bro.
You're that far in. You're like, what are you going to do?
I'll be like butt naked and then be like, I'll change my mind at the last second. I'll be like butt naked with the condom on about to go and then be like, nope. Nope. Like if I really don't, like the commitment.
If he's not faded, remember, people.
I'm fucking faded, bro.
He might do it.
I'm horny as fuck.
He might go for it. Booty clap and all.
Be like, she only let me hit it in doggy style. It's just all I'm saying, bro. It's fucking scary, right? How people can change themselves so much. But the only problem with people who get plastic surgery, say you were an ugly person that got plastic surgery, now you're attractive, your kid might still be ugly. Like even if you hook up with somebody attractive.
So what moral are you giving your kid? Are you giving this moral that, hey, at least when you grow up you can become beautiful, or hey, you should be a strong, independent person that'll no matter what.
It's gonna be like this, right? What I feel like, right? That mentality that you should just like be happy with what you got. Certain people, I feel like, fuck that. If you were born and you got a cleft lip, or your nose is all fucked up, or something is disfigured, but it can be fixed, then they should do it. Because in reality, as much as we like to say, no, we accept people, man. If I fucking met a chick and half her body was like, probably wouldn't want to date her. Honest, even if she was really nice, like, oh, you're nice, I'll be your friend. But as far as like physically, like, would I want to be with you? Like that romantically, intimately, probably not. And that's a reality, just like certain guys, right? Like, you could be ugly, but if you're rich, you'll get girls on your shit. But say you're like disfigured and rich, it's gonna still be a little bit harder. You're rich, you'll still get some girls, but imagine, like, you'll never really feel like a girl's into it. Some girls can fake it, but like you'll never actually have that genuine feeling of a girl being into you like that, and vice versa.
Yeah,
it's weird. So for right now, it's gonna be, because we live in this time, and there's ugly people, and there's people with natural beauty, and there's people that can do things to themselves to make them naturally be more attractive without resorting to extreme measures like plastic surgery. At first, it's going to be encouraged that, no, you shouldn't do it, but eventually it's going to get so well, like, done, it's going to be so advanced that it's going to be easier, and it's going to be cheaper. To a point where you can get your face reconstructed for like $1,000, but it'll look amazing.
Yeah, or like I said, it's just part of your medical plan.
It'll be so it'll be so, like, at first it's gonna be like, fuck no, shouldn't do it. There's gonna be protesting. Eventually it's gonna be that period where people slowly start accepting it. Then eventually it becomes a norm.
Yeah,
everybody's doing it, and now it's not a problem anymore. There's nobody being shamed for it. You know, there might be those few people who are like, think it's natural. People weren't doing that like 50 years ago. It's crazy how people do it now. Like, it's so common. It's just what it is, man. It is what it is. And once we get to that, then that whole natural bullshit will go out the window, and everybody will just accept interchange. Like, imagine this, right? Imagine if one day they fucking, through genetics and some crazy science shit, they finally have the ability to make you superhuman.
EU Mucker says, dudes more shallow than a street puddle.
We're shallow. We are. Men are fucking. We're shallow, bro.
It's a more truthful statement for all of us.
That's what I'm saying, because that's why you can see like a bad bitch with a fucking ugly or a chubby motherfucker that you think would be out of the range, because women love differently than men do. Men were shallow. We'll go off attraction first.
And that's true. I mean, you might have those special circumstances, but they don't make memes. They don't make jokes. They don't make all these TV skits based off of nothing. We do those things. The whole, like, turning your head when you're with the woman because you see somebody else attractive. The whole, oh, I'm going to stop and double like this scroll on.
You just all like,
might as well just touch myself for a second. You know, there's all that shit, dude. And that happens.
But then you bust a nut and you're like the smartest you'll ever be until you get horny.
Now you know, like that development stage, you're like, what the fuck was I doing?
Imagine if one day that becomes a drug. Post-nut, state of mind just becomes a drug. So you can just like inject it or snort it or smoke it, and now you have the post-state of mind. You're not horny. Like,
you don't need to actually get it done. You can just...
like you're just doing... Like, you ever been so fucking horny while you're doing something that just drives you crazy? Like... Remember playing video games and then you just get way too horny while you're playing it, and you can't really enjoy the game because you got sex on your mind so much that you're just thinking about random sex shit instead of really like taking in the game or a movie. So you're like, oh shit, I gotta fucking rub this one out.
Again, if you guys are new, here to the podcast,
wow, I'm back in this shit.
Irvin is a registered sex addict.
Registered sex addict.
He's totally into sex. He's got a
nice. Sex is very nice.
He's totally into it all the time. He's recently talked about doing threesomes. Recently, just kidding. I don't know.
No, I mean,
but
I like to pay. I like what I like.
Who doesn't like it though?
I take a passion for sex. It's just not about the sex. There's a lot of shit to it, but I do like the act of itself.
Do you think it's a connection between beings, or is it just?
It just depends, man. Sometimes it's just. It just depends, man. Sometimes it's just that. Sometimes it's intimate. Sometimes it's deep. Sometimes it's spiritual. It just depends on the person and how you feel about it. But like I like sex as like even just as a normal casual sex. I like casual sex, but I pay attention a lot. I like to get into it. I like to know what I'm doing. Yeah. I like to like actually know how to please the
connoisseur over here, guys.
Because you got motherfuckers that just be like, "Oh, I hope you got yours, baby," and then you got motherfuckers that be like, "I'm gonna take care of you, girl," and be like, and they'll be, "Oh my god, this guy's fucking amazing," and then usually when you do give them care like that, they're more down to do some freaky shit. Like I remember, I was hooking up with one girl, and she was giving me a blowjob, and it's like the first time we hooked up, and she didn't want to give me she's like, I'm not gonna give you the best kind of blowjob I could give you right now because you got to keep coming around more. And then when I got on top and I fucked her, bro, I fucked her so good that she was like, fuck it, I'm gonna give you what I got, because like most girls are probably used to motherfuckers not really putting it in. She told me a story about other guys that didn't really like they would just fuck her until they nutted, and they didn't really try to like. Sometimes they want to just jump straight into it. Some of them didn't want to do the foreplay or do the making out and none of that other shit. Yeah. But I do all that shit. And I took care, sexually, I took care of this girl. Like, I gave her the motherfucking orgasm. This girl squirted a bunch of times. Like, I felt it, right? It was dope. I gave her the best sex that she's had in a long fucking time because, like, there's a lot of guys don't take into account. It's different for women. There's a lot more to a women orgasm than a man orgasm. We're so simple.
Yeah, it's so much more.
There's so much more to it than just, like... You know, our dicks are hard. We're basically ready to go. Like women, you gotta
just push it out and we're good.
Like girls, you gotta do shit, man.
To work,
really, you gotta work towards. Some girls might be ready to go like that, but some girls you have to work them into it. Everybody's different. So
I feel and that's what I've learned too. Like when I first learned that was like 3 girlfriends ago, and I was just like, holy shit, have I been doing this wrong this whole time?
Yo, my first girl that I loved.
I hate everything.
Some girls will lie to you, bro. They won't tell you the truth. They'll be like, you're so amazing. And, oh, my God. But then you really weren't shit. Some girls won't keep it real with you. They'll just say that you were good even if you were bad.
No.
But some girls, you know, for sure you rock. Like some girls,
dude,
you can question it.
My bed is totally soaked. I'm just like, she's.
Yeah.
I'm just like, that's how it's
Some
done.
girls,
That's how it's done.
Because I've had my. Don't get me wrong. As much as I know, some days I have bad days with like sex. Some days I go in and my shit is just way too sensitive. Like I can't even. I go a couple strokes and I was like, hold on, slow down. Slow down. Hold on. Like, and then some days I'm just like tearing shit up. I'm doing work. I'm lasting a long time. It just depends the days. But I know for sure I rocked this girl to the point where she was like, I'm going to give you the best head that I can give you now because you fucked me better than anybody has in a long time. So then they're more open to do freakier shit with you or actually give more effort. You ever got a blowjob from one girl and she's just all into it? She's all wetting that shit up, balls and all that shit. You just have a girl who kind of just is like, giving you a shitty blowjob, and you're just there like, man, for real, that's all you got? That's all you They're giving you little, they don't know how to get it that wet. Like, I don't like doing it with a lot of saliva. I'm like, bitch, fuck it. Bend over, bitch. Like, fuck you. Like, some girls don't perform well like that, but when I've like fucked girls and I've given them like that rock and shit, they'll do more shit to you. Like, you kind of you get what you give.
Yeah.
If you just give a girl fucking shitty dick, she gonna give you like shitty pussy and shitty act. But if you rock a girl's, if you rock her world, you make sure that she has at least a couple of orgasms to take care of her. Figure out what she likes.
Make it work.
Then she'll fucking definitely return the favor and make sure that you get off. Like, that's how it usually is. And my first girlfriend ever, the first girl I lost my virginity to, she told me after we broke up, because she would just lie to me more about it when we were together.
Yeah.
But once we broke up, she kept it real. She's like, oh, honestly, you could have. Once she had sex with somebody else, because we both lost our virginity. So before it was just me giving her dick.
Yeah.
And then after we broke up, she had sex with a couple of people already, and she told me like
you're behind.
She's like, yeah, you're fucking. You actually. Some days I wish you were bigger. Some days I wish you were smaller. And sometimes you didn't use your hip. Like, she just told me everything that I didn't know. I was clueless because I didn't know. I didn't know about.
Yeah, you need to calm down, dude. You're giving me an erection.
I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Calm down, bro.
The girls were like she's like, you suck. I had better dick and better technique. And then she told me about I didn't use my hips enough, or I didn't last enough, or shit like that. And that's when I started like thinking about like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And
then that's when I started. Eventually, YouTube came around, and YouTube was a lot better.
YouTube is what I learned, what I needed to get.
And porno on YouTube, because I remember like watching porno ads, and they talk about squirting orgasms. And eventually, I got it like informed about like women orgasms. Then I started reading books about shit about orgasms in general, just like sexuality. And I learned a lot of shit. And I was like, whoa. I really was clueless when I was first fucking. When I was like 15.
Yeah, when you learn.
Fucking clueless, bro.
When you actually take the health course about sex and
they
shit.
Don't tell you about how to please a woman.
No, all I saw is a fucking woman born.
That's all they show you.
I saw
giving birth. Yeah, they tell you about STDs.
Great, I got to see a vagina stretched out.
Safe sex, but they don't tell you about female orgasms or the orgasm because they don't want to encourage you got to be fucking. Because if you're talking about, imagine if like
how it feels good.
13-year-old taking health, and he's like, yeah, girls have these 7 types. What you want to make sure you fellas do is you take care of the women that you're intercoursing with. There's vast majority of orgasms a woman can have.
There's multiple entry points where you have to caress, just like
there's things that you do. You have to figure your girl out. Like, you have to ask questions. Some girls aren't honest about what they like. Some girls are just like, they just let you do shit, but they don't tell you if they like it or not. They're not open about, don't do this. They'll just let you like,
don't touch me.
Like, if a girl's giving you a shitty hand job, you're going to be like, hey, ow, like, slow, like this. Like, you'll grab like this, girl, like that.
And like this is how you do it.
How you do it. Like, trust me, like, nobody knows how to jack myself out better than myself. Like, that's it. So, you got to fuck it if one of these girls, and some girls aren't open about it. So, you have to figure it out your own. But girls who aren't open about it, that's when you usually get bad sex. If you got girls who suppress their sexuality, and some of them do it because of different things.
Yeah.
Whatever. But a lot of it be like, whatever, you know? They don't express it enough, so they never get that sex, or it's not that important to them. That's why I think some marriages really be fucked up, some relationships be fucked up. Because back in the day, they never tell you sex is important. They always made sex as just, you just got to do it to procreate. You shouldn't be getting that explored with your sex, you know? But slowly now society's accepting all these different types of shit.
Butt plugs and so much.
Butt plugs, sex stores, porno, open relationships, swinger, all types of, there's cultures for different, like, there's acceptance in groups for, like, different levels of sexuality.
Yeah.
There's motherfuckers that they just like to get freaky with themselves. There's motherfuckers that like one-on-one. There's some that are down to watch their girl get fucked or watch their man get fucked by somebody else or, like, vice versa or join an orgy, whatever. There's people at different levels of shit. So everything is now becoming more accepted, right? And sexuality is one of those things that is important. Regardless of what people think, sex is very important because you wouldn't date somebody, right? If you were going to get serious with somebody, there's certain standards that you want them to meet for certain reasons, right? it doesn't have to be physical. It could be like, you want to make sure that they're well mentally prepared, like they know how to handle money, or they know how to take care of themselves,
or even that they're not gonna like break down and cry while they're having sex or something. Like, that'd be weird.
Well, I'm just saying, like, there's things, the standards that you live up to a relationship. That's not just sex. Just like,
no, it's
well, I don't want to date a girl who doesn't know how to take care of herself. I don't want to date a girl that I have to take care of like she's my daughter. Or there's things that you won't, like, you know, I don't want a guy who is involved with this kind of lifestyle. I don't want a girl that does this kind of shit. You know, we have those standards, but then there comes sex too, right? And, like, sex is important, man. If you really like sex, you might have your levels of, like, sexuality that you were into. And if you don't get that level of sexuality from a certain person, you might start to stray off. Because if you really want to experience that, right? Like, you think a girl that they would have, like, a girl that's been getting fucked, right, by a guy before, and he was just doing a great job. He was really just, like, tearing it up, knows how to please her, knows how to do things to make her just, like, come in all these different ways. And then she goes to some motherfucker who just barely knows how to use his dick. Like, you think she, like, you know?
Yeah, she's not gonna fuck with that.
She's not gonna fuck. She might start doing shit on the side. Like, she might not be satisfied, because it is a thing that you gotta. When we're young, our sexuality is at the peak. So if you can't find somebody who matches that sexuality you want, you're gonna start to stray off, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, people are now accepting their sexualities. Like me, honestly, I know it's fucked up, but I won't date a girl if she's not down to do some freaky shit. Like, if I can't get a girl to do oral or some foreplay, or let me fuck her in the butt, or do some dirty shit, you know?
He's like, Irvin's already scratching it off the list.
I'm like, what? You don't even like doing it in different positions? Like, you ever just have sex with a girl that just doesn't, that's just boring sex? Like, you ever have some really boring sex that
it's just like there.
Like, either you just decided to stop in the middle of it, like, you know what, I'm okay.
I might as well just finish faster.
Or you tried really hard, like, you're trying really hard to finish. Like, come on, you're thinking of shit in your head, like different scenario, like different women. You're trying to just get off really quickly, like just bad sex.
It just happens.
Like, sex for like men at a young age, it's important for us, and women too. It's important for both. Like, sex is like a girl who likes to have sex. If it wasn't that important to you, then maybe, right? Because everybody's sexuality is different. But if you're a girl or a guy that likes to have a certain level of sex or like a certain level of freakiness, and that's like your thing, and you date somebody who's not down to do that, you're gonna kind of like, you know, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what's going on here? Like,
you might be happy, but then you're never gonna be content sexually. You're gonna just be like, well, I didn't get it. It's like when you appetite, you know, you feed your appetite like food, but if you don't get, you know, what you need, you're gonna keep wanting to get more.
I think that happens more and more, though, like you said, when you're exploring your sexuality. So somebody ends up finding out that, oh, I really like butt play more than taking it regular, or, oh, I like when you actually like choke me, or that kind of sense too.
Or like, oh, I might actually prefer like two females, or oh, a girl might be like, I like two guys, or whatever. Or you might be bisexual, you want both guys. And you just explore your sexuality, and then you figure out what you like. And it's becoming so common. But some people don't have that level of sexuality. That's okay. Like, if you were basic, like, missionary's fine.
It is what it is, right?
Yeah, some people don't get it as bad as others. Some people be like, I gotta fuck. Some people be like, I gotta fuck. Like, here, come here, bitches, please. I think, like, some people just need that shit. There's different levels to it, you know.
Jazz Lark has been talking in the comment section. Sounds like we need a woman's perspective again.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
I mean, hear what you gotta say. Like,
communication is key, she says, though.
That is, though. That is communication. Like, but you have to be honest.
I like it in the butt. Give it to me in the butt. Tell her that she wants it in the butt.
Like, if you don't put, like, you know, because motherfuckers will sacrifice. Like, guys will be like, oh, this girl's really pretty. Oh, but she does not down to suck dick. Oh, I guess she's really pretty. I guess some people will just, you know, sacrifice certain things just to have certain things. But I'm like, I'd rather have, like, oh, but it's a good point of having like a beautiful girl if she's not going to be on the level of sexuality that I want her to be with me, or at least, you know. Like, imagine having a beautiful ass girl, but she's not down to do the freaky shit that you like.
Then you better make some sacrifices, bro.
You're gonna make some sacrifices.
You better make some sacrifices, bro.
But eventually, then you're gonna start to feel like, man, I really want to get it in, man. I really want to have sex the way. If you're that type of person, if your sexuality is that high. Some girls, like I said, some girls are freaks. Some girls gotta have it from different people. Just like men, some motherfuckers gotta have multiple partners. One person's not good enough for some people.
Right.
Some people are happy with one person. Because
EU muckers, I wouldn't be a guy scared to explore my sexuality. Okay, so like I would let a woman put a butt plug in me, just letting you know, it's hot.
bro. There's nothing wrong with it, man.
It's
Your
hot.
sexuality's your hot. Your sexuality is your sexuality. If you want to explore that kind of shit, then go for it, man. It's just society has us fucked up.
Right?
Society
you
has
can't
us
tell
fucked
me
up.
what to do. This is America.
Because like you get so much negative shit from certain like religious people wouldn't be supporting a lot of this shit, right? A lot of cultures might not be like, no, the sex is only for reprocreating. It's not to be enjoyed in some pleasurable leisure activity. But nah, we live.
But to be honest, though, there's only maybe a handful of animals that only have sex for pleasure.
I think it's us, dolphins, and monkeys.
And only certain kind of monkeys, because all the other monkeys know that it's only for
to make babies.
Yeah, procreation.
That'd be crazy. Imagine if that was programmed into us, that we didn't fuck for pleasure, that we only ever wanted to fuck to procreate. Like, you know how different our lives would be? Probably be.
That's so weird that it's not like that, though. Do you really think a dog sees another dog and they're like, damn, that's a bad bitch?
That's a bad bitch. Or dog's like, I need to have a baby. But then the dogs will, like, there's no off switch to it, right? As long as your testosterone's going, your mind's going to keep telling you to keep fucking and keep having babies, bro. Like, it's like flawed, right? Because you figure, like, does a woman have, like, a woman has a certain number of eggs, so she'll obviously had to have sex within that time frame of eggs that she has. But a man is infinite with his jizz. Like, once his balls stop work, I don't know if men, like, how old can a man be and still get a girl pregnant? Like, how long can your balls
50, dog.
go?
55.
Can you be 50 and still get
55.
a bitch pregnant? Can you be 60 and get a girl pregnant? Can you be 70 and be a girl pregnant?
I don't see why not.
Can you be 100 and get a bitch pregnant? Like, how long do your balls go for before, like, your sperm is just no bueno?
I don't know if there's a cutoff point for men.
For men, that's what I'm saying. For men, it's infinite. It might be infinite. For girls, it's only until their eggs run out, and then that's it. There ain't no baby coming out your ass. You had a certain number of time to do it, and it's over. Like, you know? Men, that's why fucking... Like, there's no off switch for other animals. And, like, one dog will fuck, right? Have kids. And you think, like, oh, after the dog had a certain set of, like, litters, it would just naturally want to stop having, like, sex and try to, bro, oh, I already got my shit out there. I'm good. But nah, a dog will keep going. Just like every male will keep going, bro. That's why, like, men will just keep having babies with bitches. Like, it just keeps going. You don't hear about no 60-year-old, 70-year-old, 80-year-old pregnant women. You just hear about 60, 70, 80-year-old, like...
Yeah, just getting a kid.
Just getting, like, being a dad at 60 years old. First kid is born when you're, like, 60. That's wild as fuck, bro.
That's good. That's crazy to think about, though, too, because they say that the older you are, when you try to have a kid, it just doesn't work as well, because it's old semen.
It might be like...
It's not as pure. It's not as, like, genetically enhanced like it used to be when it was younger.
It's not like the factory. The factory was on point when it first. It's just like an old factory that's just falling apart. It can still produce a product, but due to the factory itself, the quality has gone down.
Yeah, it's just not as effective anymore.
Damn, so then what the fuck would a 70-year-old, 60-year-old baby look like? If it was just like, would it be more acceptable to like things like Down syndrome or just...
Maybe, yeah, or some kind of birth defect.
Birth defect or some shit like that. That's wild. That's a wild thing to think
about.
But
would it be the same, though, if it was, like, with a young host? Like a young mother bearing the kid? Like,
I don't know.
See, those are some weird scenarios.
Well, if the sperm just gets affected, then it probably doesn't matter what age the woman's body is, because if it's old sperm going into whatever baby factor, a woman, she's gonna produce, her body's gonna produce it, but if that sperm's a little bit off point, it might not have everything it needs, or it might produce a defect because it's not like it used to be, you know?
Yeah, it's just not as potent or whatever
the case may be, bro.
That's weird to think about, too. It's like if you, like, took, like, genetically analyzed semen from a young person to an old person, it's like, oh, well, look there's so much more life and lubricants going on in here. And then the old guys, it's like...
They're just like sperms with fucking walkers.
And 5 of them all just trying to walk through.
They're like, this guy's really still trying to have a baby. Fuck. Your balls like, for real, bro. Oh.
And then, yeah, EU Mucker says an older woman does have an increased risk of having a kid. I'm pretty sure he's going to say kid, but he says having and that's it. But, yeah, obviously when you get older, they're just like, be careful having a kid at 40.
Well, yeah, if you're like, because... There's a point where your body's in its prime and it can handle the damage that might be done, and it might be you're older, but you got a couple of eggs left, but your body might not be able to handle it as well as you would when you're young. You're just like men. A lot of the physical shit we can take when we're young, and once we get older, there's just not that much shit we can do.
What are you talking about, bro?
Oh, bro, we still young. Kidding me? We still young as fuck. Wait till we're 60. Wait till we're 60. and you fall or you throw up and you feel it for like
you fall or throw up.
You feel it for like the next week and a half. That's how fucked up your body is
right.
now.
I was like, Mom, Dad, my stomach hurts. I just farted.
Oh. Like sneezing, your ribs break.
Ah.
That's what, the age is fucked up, man.
Age is a disease too that we just can't cure. We just can kind of slow it down a little bit, but
maybe one day, probably one day.
It's hard. They say it's so hard,
well,
and
because there's like natural things that your body just stops producing through age, and even if you like give it artificial, it's your bones and certain things just can't be. Maybe not. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. You know.
I want to be young forever.
With that generation, they won't be able to experience that. It'll be the kids in the future that'll get to experience that lucky burst of if it happens. Like, I'm sure it might get to the point where motherfuckers start having less babies because you can live longer now.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting case.
And I think what people really want more is to be able to be youthful forever. I don't think like you want to maintain that youthful look as long as you can, and that's what a lot of people do. That's why you see a lot of older ladies getting in shape and a lot of older men trying to get in shape,
getting plastic surgery.
Getting plastic surgery. They're trying to look old. They're trying to look younger than what they were.
Yeah, the Botox and shit like that.
Like when you're young, you want to look more beautiful. When you're older, you want to look younger. That's the funny thing.
Yeah.
Or when you're young, you want to look older, but just to an extent. You don't want to look like an old person. You just want to look like an adult. That's why I'm saying, man, plastic surgery is going to be wild. The future's going to be wild. But it's going to be funny because, like I said, there's going to be a lot of natural things taken out of. Like people who put fake six-packs and fake abs and fake arms, they're not going to be really physically as strong as they look.
Look at this, bro. This is all twig right there.
Like once you get older... No matter how you could be an old dude, but you still look young, but your body's still gonna react like an old person's body does.
Because I mean, I feel it now too. Like again, I recently just turned 30, but I still can do some useful things. But it's still, I'm just like, fuck, man. When I was 20, that was way easier. Now it's just a little bit harder.
30 is that age that tells you if you did care of yourself in your 20s, and then 40 definitely let you know if you didn't take care of yourself. Because I see some people in their 40s, they still look like they're in their 20s. And I see some people in their 30s that look like they're in their 50s. Or I'm like, yeah, some people age differently.
That gives a lot of people shit, too. It's like, if you don't look like me when you turn 30, then you're doing something wrong.
Bro, I look like old my whole life, bro. I was one of the young kids that just looked like an adult.
You look like your age, though.
I look like my age a little bit. But when I was like 15, and I looked like it with a big-ass chin strap in high school.
You were like, I'm too old for this shit.
Substitute teachers used to think I was a substitute, too.
Are you, like, observing the classroom today?
Bro, so I'm saying I used to look. So when I get older, hopefully I'll just be like that handsome older person. I don't want to be that like fucking pruny, weathered up way. You gotta start taking care of yourself as soon as you can.
True. You got dense bones. You got muscular body.
Shit,
I think it'll be good.
If I don't work it out or if I don't take care of it, I'm gonna lose that shit, dude.
You heard it here, folks. He needs to work out more.
Hit the gym, whenever. I ain't even gym. Just need to start making better habits.
Urban is 55.
50 fucking.
He's like, how old is Urban?
I'm like fucking 28, but 55. Fuck, one day.
Just kidding. Thank you guys for joining. You guys are awesome. Got 8 viewers on. You guys are sick. Just here hanging out. Fucking. Let's go for a run, guys.
Let's make an OnlyFans. Get a plastic surgery.
OnlyFans, plastic surgery, Neuralinks. Make sure to get a microchip in your head soon.
Damn.
That's coming in soon. Old people, make sure to stay as young as you can. Work out. Anything else, Irvin? You want to tell him something cool about yourself?
I don't know, man.
He's a dedicated sex addict. People.
Sex advice.
I'm just letting you guys hear. There you go, everybody. Yeah, dude, thank you for coming. Again, 3 podcasts in one day, man. I can't believe I grinded at them out.
There you go, bro.
So thanks for coming.
Workout.
End the day pretty sick. Swervin' Irvin, guys. Go check him out at Soy Swervin Instagram and your...
Soy Swervin _91.
_91. Soy Swervin _91. Also, go check out his Snapchat.
Oh, yeah.
So Swervin.
Nah, that one's different.
Swivin, something, all that. There's a bunch of it.
I think it's just Swervin 91.
we will play more guitar. I will play more guitar here soon. We'll have more guests. Irvin's actually been practicing the bass a lot more too, so we'll actually get a live stream with the guitar and bass as well. I also need to get his homie on again. Well, I never actually had him on. Jeremy, we need to get Jeremy on here.
Yeah, Jeremy.
So thank you guys for watching. If you're not subscribed, subscribe now. Make sure to follow me all social media, MuseMe TV on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. Looking for the song to play us out. Where the fuck are you? Trying to do another rap again. Here we go. Peace, guys. Thank you guys for watching. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Woo.
Swerving, leaving with Swerving. We all about to end this podcast.
It's the end of the night, and I'm straight texting, looking for somebody to get the sex in. Man, my dicky hard in the
There we
rectum,
go
ready to
again.
wreck on the pussy hole.
Later, guys.